What's up everyone? Brian Lebo here for another property tour, and I am really excited because this is a very unique property for Las Vegas. Now, this home and this neighborhood of 23 homes was built by Blue Heron before Blue Heron was the Blue Heron that we know them to be today. So this was back in 2008, and this is one of their first ventures, and these were more normal as opposed to crazy high-end luxury. So without further ado, let's check this place out. So this property was purchased a little less than a month ago and remodeled. So some of this is new, some of this is old, but it's all fantastic. Now they added in this fire pit, so very nice, very elegant, and we have a water feature here. So this fountain actually features 3 sheer descents. We're gonna try to get you some B-roll later for it, but this is a really neat area to hang out, greet your guests, because there's no wind. We're completely obstructed from any wind, every area. So very, very neat. All right, now coming into the entry area, this is something you will never see in a normal home. Here we have a roll-up door. We'll try to get some B-roll footage, but this is awesome for ingress and egress, for being able to utilize this outdoor area. Really neat, and you gotta remember, back in 2008, never seen anything like that here in Vegas. This is technically your front door, so welcome inside. All right, inside the house, we have 25-foot high ceilings, and this really gives it that lofty vibe that you really are looking for. Now, all of these windows are controlled by solar shades. They're hardwired in, so we'll get some B-roll footage of this window right here, but definitely nice to have a little bit of privacy and more like sun protection. So fantastic. All right, like we normally do, let's go check out this kitchen. First off, you're gonna notice this is very, very, very elegant granite. Very, very elegant. This is not the normal and kind of outdated granite you see. They did a waterfall return, which is very nice. And I didn't mention, but the flooring, this is a natural concrete aggregate, basically like the foundation with a little bit of surfacing, so it really gives you that modernistic loft feel. Coming further into the kitchen, one thing I will say, let's talk about the countertops. Picking this, but that's what you guys are here for, is that attention to details. One thing that I would have liked to have seen is we only have a 1.5 inch return. Since this is full custom, it would have been nice to see them float the countertop and give it a 3-inch relief. I think that would have made it a little bit more regal, a little bit more elegant. I'm picking nits, but if you're gonna do it, could do it a little bit better. Now we have very modern cabinetry, a little brown motif, and these were the original cabinets. Over here, we have a built-in Siemens refrigerator, and this is kind of funny, which we'll get to later, but there's not too many kitchens that you can just walk and jump right into the jacuzzi, but you can here. So if you want to grab a drink and jump in the hot tub, you can do that. All right, coming over here, we have the upper cabinetry is the exact same as the lower cabinetry. We have the original GE monogram package. So here we have the 36-inch cooktop with a matching ventilation. Over here on this side, sorry for making you overwork, Ashley. Over here we have the monogram dishwasher. Again, it's a little dated, so this is about 14, 15 years old, but monogram's fantastic, so it'll hold up. Continuing with the GE monogram package, we have the built-in microwave oven and of course, 2 double ovens, what you would expect. Over here, we are in the laundry room area. So we have our washer, dryer, simple. Again, these are the little details, but this is $1.5 million. I love this house, so don't take it the wrong way. But one of my biggest peeves, people, don't ever do this. We put a nice decorative backsplash, but we forgot to remove the 4-inch lip. Anytime you're gonna do a decorative backsplash, always remove this lip. One of my peeves. Over here, we're not gonna bother going in, but this is actually some HVAC and a huge storage area. You're gonna see this house has a lot of storage places and areas. This is the stairs, the floating staircase that we have, and we have a huge area here that is just kind of a gaping space of nothingness. Now, we normally do the backyard last, but this house has a really awesome feature, so we're gonna save that for last. And instead, we're gonna pretend that we got a nice beer in hand and we're gonna jump in the hot tub. So, this pool was completely remodeled as well. Originally, this was kind of a mosaic blue tile. It was okay. They went ahead and redid this, so it definitely has character. Guys, tell me what you think. Would you like this more neutral, or do you love the flair and the character of this house? We have an oversized jacuzzi, and then we have a smaller pool. I actually love this size of pool. Unless you have kids or you're doing laps, this is a perfect size. It'll be quick to heat, and we have a couple of water features, so hopefully we can get some B-roll for the water features. Coming down here, we have a stub for a barbecue, which you'd have no room for, so no point. Those of you that are Midwest or don't know, all of this surface area is called cool decking. So when it's 115 degrees here in Las Vegas, this decking keeps your feet cool, so you can walk barefoot and you don't have to worry about blistering your feet. Very popular now, and especially with water restrictions, we have artificial turf lining this area for your little fur babies. And then over here we have the pool equipment. It's not very sexy, so we're not gonna show that. Okay, we've seen the entire backyard. It's a little small because where you really wanna be is the rooftop, which we're gonna show later. Coming inside, obviously we have our dining room table, but this is another angle. So you can see here, this is the roll-up door. We'll get some B-roll footage of it coming up and coming down. But again, this is so unique to have in the main living area of a property. Toll Brothers has done it in like secondary rooms to make it like a poker room, but this is really cool and I love this. Coming over this direction, this is an 85-inch television, so you can tell just how large this wall is in scale. If it were me, I probably would have done something here and put like a 100-inch fireplace underneath. I think that would have been neat. But we do have this original fireplace. So we have like a 4x3 original gas fireplace with a huge monolithic featured wall going up. Kind of neat. Let me know. What do you guys think? Would you have kept it? Would you have removed it? Would you put the fireplace? I'd like to hear your comments. All right, coming around this direction, let's check out some of the secondary bedrooms. So we have a nice little decorative niche here. You could actually put another, like in my house, I had something like this and I put in a Sub-Z refrigeration system just to have more options as far as refrigeration. This one you can plumb and do like another wet bar, whatever you want, but nice decorative wallpaper they've used. Coming in here is kind of neat. This is perfect for quarantine. Because this doesn't have a closet and this doesn't have any windows, and you couldn't put windows, they have this set up right now as a gym, obviously. But you do have wiring right here, and this would actually be a perfect movie theater because you have no ambient light coming from anywhere. So for me, yeah, I like going to the gym, and this would be my movie theater instead. Over here to your left, this is the courtyard that we came in from, but this is a really cool feature, really neat. Because this is really 3 levels of living, if you will, one option from Blue Heron was to make this into an elevator shaft. So this is actually constructed for an elevator, but as you'll see on every level, these are just built-in custom closets. So we have a simple custom closet right here, but you'll see they get a little bit more elegant and ornate as we go up. Okay, to our right is the powder bathroom. We have another closet. It's not very sexy, so there's no point, but we have another closet, toilet. Now we have a little slightly different veneer on the cabinetry here. We have quartz countertops, above mount sink. I like the elegant wall sconces, very neat. And of course, it's an elevated cabinetry. So someone who's taller, I'm 6'1" by the way, for that troll out there. For those of us that are taller, a little less having to bend over. Thank you for doing that. Over here, this is the garage. It's a garage, there's nothing super amazing about it, but we do have epoxy floor and the whole house is on a tankless water heater, so of note. Now, this is perfect for, say, a mother-in-law suite. If you have a roommate, this is great. Downstairs, and it's a full suite. So one neat feature is we do have exterior access. So this door right here leads us right back to that courtyard area that we were greeted in the very beginning. So, you know, if your guest wants to have a smoke or just go outside, get some air and have a drink, perfect ingress and egress. And in fact, they never even have to come into the main living space because they can just come right in this door. So really neat for a roommate situation. Along this wall, they don't have a display, but you can see it's already plumbed for electrical for your display. And we have a lovely 72-inch electric fireplace. I believe there's 5 of these throughout the house. The new owners put these in, I believe. But yeah, we see this in all luxury properties now, and a decent implementation here. Now, let's go check out this bathroom before we check out the closet. Again, we still have the concrete bare floors. Now, as we get into this bathroom, we have a little bit of a different lacquered veneer for the cabinetry, which matches the kitchen cabinetry, but not the powder bath. We have elevated quartz countertops. Love, love, love the new modern back illuminated mirrors. So we have 2 of them. And over here, we have the lavatory, so your toilet's right here. Now, it's really tight, so I'm gonna have to get you some B-roll. But over here, we have the shower, and I love the job that they did with this. It's very simple, it's very modern. We have a little bit of an accent wall and a darker charcoal gray. And then I love the concrete gray that are on the 2 opposing walls. Very simple, but perfectly well executed. Okay, now real quick, we're gonna check out this walk-in closet and then take it from there. Again, as for a secondary bedroom suite, this is a pretty substantial closet we're in. I think that's pretty fantastic. Tons of storage, tons of space, great volume. It's wonderful. All right, we have seen the entire downstairs, so now let's go upstairs and see what the second floor has to offer. All right, now we're upstairs. So this is a huge loft, inside the loft. You call it a loft if you're living in a loft? All right, obviously this is set up to be an office space. I'm not sure what else you would do. I mean, you have redundant options, right? You have a gym downstairs, you can make this a gym area, whatever you want. But a very nice space, and this vantage point overlooks the family room. So really neat if you have to take a phone call, you're kind of surveying your territory. Honestly, I need to get some B-roll for you because this really illustrates the whole volume of this property. It's fantastic. We're overlooking the backyard from this vantage point, and that's pretty much for this area. So we're gonna swing around slightly, and I'm gonna show you the rest of the loft over here. Starting in this direction, you'll notice we have motion detected illumination for these floating shelves. We have a built-in ice maker, and then we have 2 refrigeration units, you know, for your red wine, your white wine. Very lovely. I believe part of the remodel was putting in these red lacquered veneer cabinetry. Again, it goes with the motif. Do you guys like this? Is it too bold? I think it's very Vegas, it's very cool. Over here, we're gonna see another 72-inch electrical fireplace, just like the one we just saw in the suite downstairs, and an 85-inch display. So again, this is a very large wall that can accommodate it. And again, we have a little bit of redundancy. We can watch TV here, we can watch TV here. If we didn't have the gym, that would be the movie theater. Options galore. Now, let's go see one of the secondary bedrooms. First over here is our next secondary bedroom. It's very simple. We have shutters that are open to allow a little more light, some more shutters, pretty simple. One thing I didn't mention, downstairs was a little dark. That could have used 4 recessed lights. And in here, we don't have recessed lighting either, in lieu of some lamps for illumination. It's a secondary bedroom, no one really cares. All right, now here's the bathroom for upstairs. So this will service the loft area as well as the secondary bedroom. We have a floating vanity, the same black quartz countertops, lovely illumination, but I really dig this shower. So I don't know, maybe it's simple to you, but I love the execution. So we have the same concrete gray tile with inlays of the dark charcoal gray. Now you can see up here, this is where the staircase goes up to that rooftop, but they actually did a perfect job of craftsmanship making this work. One of the biggest peeves that I have, that I love what they did here, is I love that they didn't cheap out. They ran the glass as high as you possibly can. I believe this is 96 inches. So they ran this almost to the ceiling, so you can actually have more of a steam shower effect. I just love the execution here. All right, we're gonna back up a little bit and we're gonna come this direction to go see a little bit more and lead us towards the rooftop area. Now, over here we have HVAC, so it's not very exciting. You can tell I forgot what was behind that door, that's why I opened it. But this is what I was discussing earlier. Now this is kind of neat. In here, we have the elevator shaft that I showed you from downstairs, except this is a little bit of a different and heightened level for custom cabinetry. So this is very elegant, yeah, very nice, and a little overflow if you need more clothing storage. Over here, which we'll get to later, these are the stairs that lead you to the rooftop, which you are gonna love. Now, let's check out this primary suite. Now, here we have a little bit of a smaller fireplace. I believe this is a 60-inch fireplace, just because of the way the wall orientation is. This normally would be your display for the television. Here they have art. However, a little odd, maybe they had like a Peloton or something over here. We do have HDMI hookups as well as electrical. So if you wanted to keep the art there, but you wanted to have a ceiling mounted display, you could have it over in this corner. One really, really neat function is this patio. This is a massive patio. I'll get you some B-roll footage of it, but this covers over the entire garage area overlooking the street. I mean, maybe it's not the sexiest view, but this is a very expansive, nice, and it's partially shaded out there, so really cool. Now, if you can see, otherwise I'll get B-roll, one very bizarre feature in this house is this flooring. I'm sure on film, and I thought in photos, this looks like Calcutta marble flooring. Very regal, very elegant. When I got here, it felt a little weird under my feet, and I took a closer look and noticed there was no grout. I noticed in the garage, what they did here is very interesting. Anytime you have put tile on the second floor, it's wood. So the problem with that is you have to lay a subfloor of concrete for stability. Otherwise, those tiles would crack the second you stepped on them because the wood underneath would give. What they did instead was they actually went with a laminate. It's skeuomorphic, so it looks like marble, but in fact, it's actually just a printed laminate. Honestly, in person, it doesn't look bad, but it's not Calcutta marble. So definitely different. All right, let's check this direction out because there's some really neat things. I really like the way they utilize any amount of dead space. So this is something very unique. We have a barn door, which that's not unique, but what's behind it is kind of neat. Rather than just make this a corridor and a wall, you can see in here, there's tons of storage space here. I mean, it's Yoda's height, but I can kick it in here. But this is great for additional overflow and storage. I thought that was really, really neat and very useful. Coming in here, we have the very elegant and nicer espresso cabinetry for your custom closet. A lovely, lovely closet. This matches the closet that was done where the elevator shaft was that we just saw. Coming down this direction, we have a luxury toilet, so very nice. And then this is what it's all about, right? This is very neat. One thing before I forget is when we were discussing the utilization of space, this is a weird one. Again, not much here, but these are like triangular shelves just to give you a little bit more room so you can throw your towels, whatever. Again, I just like the fact that they gave you these options for extra storage. Now, we have our floating bathtub. You can see here the continuation of this laminate. I'm presuming that this is a luxury vinyl laminate, so that way it's water protectant. But again, it looks fantastic. Even in person, it looks good. If you don't know, you don't know. Over here, we have the lacquered cabinetry veneer. We have the same black quartz countertops, elevated, our modern illuminated mirrors, yada, 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 yada. Let's check out the shower. From all the way from the ceiling to this partition, this little pony wall, we have glass. They did a good job. To me, this is a good ratio, really. A lot of times the ratios are off and the shower will be just freezing cold. I thought this was insulated enough. So perfect amount of space to get into the shower, but yet enough heat retention in the shower. So we have our controls, we have our little niche area for our shampoo, conditioner, because you know I rock shampoo and conditioner all the time. Great job here. We have a rainfall shower head, we have a wand here, and then we have 6 body washers. What I haven't seen is these body washers are pretty low, normally kind of hit your torso, but I guess I guess you can rock it this way. So if you had a rough day, you know, the world hasn't been treating you right, you can kind of hunch over, lean back, get a little back massage. I don't know, I'm just making it up. I'm sure there's a good purpose and that owner liked that shelf and liked those body washers. All right, so we've seen pretty much everything there is to see in here, but wait, there's more, there's more. This is cool. Ladies, you're gonna love it. Guys like me with a lot of shoes, I dig it. But check this out. This is one hell of a walk-in closet. Plenty of room for shoes here, and look at this. It's like that Michael Jackson, Billie Jean video. Check it out. As you walk, all of these spaces illuminate. They're all motion detected illumination. Hopefully you can get an idea of how deep this closet is. You even have an island chest with drawers. We have a full length illuminated mirror right here. I mean, this is a walk-in closet. I gotta say, I love it. All right, we have seen the entire second floor. So now, for the finale, we're gonna go upstairs and check out this rooftop deck. So without further ado, let's pop upstairs. All right, guys, welcome to the rooftop. This is so unique and so cool. I'm actually not a fan of most rooftops because look, when it's 115 degrees, the last thing I want to do is be on top of the roof where it's radiating heat over and over, and the sun, but this is so different. You have an aluminum patio cover, so you have plenty of shade, and check out this space. We've got artificial turf underneath us. We have a little dining area over here. We have plenty of seating. Over here, kind of neat. We got a little love sack bag if you want to relax, but how cool is this? Here we have a 75-inch television, and like we've seen throughout this entire property, we've got a 72-inch electrical fireplace. So at night, on the right night, even in summer, this would be such a cool place to hang out. Coming around here, we're not gonna show you too much of this. You can just stay right there, Ashley. We have the same granite countertops that we had in the kitchen downstairs. These look very elegant. No one ever does this for an outdoor kitchen area. Very neat. We've got a nice Torova built-in sink. The refrigeration, which is why I'm not showing you, the refrigeration hasn't been put in yet, but they do have 2 refrigeration units, so you have plenty of room for beverages, snacks, whatever you want. This is pretty much gonna wrap this one up, guys. So I wanna hear from you. What are your thoughts? What was your favorite part of the house? Was it the open loft space? Was it what they've done aesthetically to the property? Was it that cool little roll-up garage door? Please leave your comments and let me know. In the meantime, special thanks to the listing agent for allowing me to shoot this property. Please be sure to click, subscribe, and I will see you guys all on the next tour. Deuces.